See that? Like it was like Beyonce meets my cowbell, meets IPL, meets cricket. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm just trying to bring the world together. That's what we do here on FanDuel. Welcome, everybody. It's me, Tommy, here with PayTM First Games. It's a fantasy cricket app where you can play along with cricket matches that are being played in the T20 League. You can select your best players, and you can even win some big money. Lots of rupees. You can go whoopee for the rupee. All you got to do is download the app, download the PayTM First Games app, which you can do right now. Do that right now, and then get playing along. Get your comments in. Hi to everybody watching on the Instagram, on the YouTube channels, and on the Facebooks as well. Thank you very much hanging out with us on what is going to be a double deal day. We love a double day, and this is a special. I guess today would be a thrilling Thursday, not a super Sunday. It's a thrilling Thursday. Double game today. Delhi Capitals taking on Kolkata later on. Before that, Mumbai taking on Rajasthan. Things are now getting hot. Do you know what I mean? This is action time now. This is where it's now getting serious. We're sort of past the, how are they initially performing? How are the teams looking? You know, these are crazy times. But now every match counts. Every win is crucial. Yesterday, the misery continued, sadly, for the Sunrisers against Chennai. Another loss for Warner's men. Maybe the much has got to go. We joke around about the moustache, but maybe the moustache is just carrying. Maybe it's not a moustache. Maybe it's just a band of nazar. It's just a band of nazar living there underneath his neck, and it needs to go. Something's got to happen. It's looking difficult for them. But the two games today, we've got Mumbai and Rajasthan. DD representing Mumbai. Rajasthan being represented by Anuj. Delhi is Dwaipan, and then Aditya for Kolkata. Actually, we got to say for Kolkata, it's Andre Russell's birthday today. 33 years old. Will he be celebrating? Do you think, Aditya, in a true Kolkata style and fashion? Will he have some mishti, some roshogola? Roshogola. Everyone eats roshogola on their birthday.
Yes, sure, absolutely.
I don't even know what roshogola is.
Yeah, he would be having everything because it's his day. He will just rock on today. Let that be on the field and off the field. It's going to be a fabulous match tonight.
Okay, he knows it. It's like he's seen the future. You see how confident he is. It's beautiful. It's also Ashish Nehra's birthday. Onima Ashish Nehra. Onima Ashish Nehra. If you know the Ashish Nehra song. He's 42 today. Hi. So happy birthday, Ashish Nehra. Happy birthday, Andre Russell. Lots of reasons to celebrate. And he put up Andre. And I just put him up. He dominated.
That's so sweet of you.
Just for you. Just for the he's here. He's here looking down.
He's just going to call you up and say thank you, Tommy, for doing that.
He already has. We're going out later. Oh, well, no, we're not going out. We're not allowed to. We're staying in later. We're staying in. That's all we did. Okay. DD, let's kick off with you and Mumbai, obviously playing the Rajasthan Royals in a little while. So we've got to crack on today. Feels like we haven't seen Mumbai in proper action for weeks now. It was only last Friday when they lost
5 days.
Huh?
5 days gap.
Okay, for 5 days. Okay, sorry, I said a week. 5 days. Get it right, Tommy. Facts is everything. You're right. The bowling was a bit of an issue last week. Well, it's a few little issues. Well, you talk me through. What are your issues in Mumbai?
Well, before the previous match against Punjab, which we lost, I think till that time you would think, all right, batting is our issue. Our bowling is not. Our bowling is good. We are getting wickets and we are getting match deep in the 20th over. But in the match against Punjab, our bowling, batting, everything was an issue. Our batting didn't click. Again, good to see Rohit Sharma getting amongst runs. He's, I think, fourth at the on the orange cap table, so he's amongst runs, so it's a good sign. And Surya Kumar Yadav also, he got start, but he's not being able to convert those starts to a odd run score. And apart from that, Ishan Kishan, we know how he batted this match. He batted like 7 balls for his mere 10 or 8-9 odd runs. And knowing that Mumbaians have such a great middle order, we have Hardik Pandya, we have Karan Pollard, Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, Krunal Pandya to finish again later coming in. Even Jayant Yadav, he was there in the team. Even he can bat a bit. So having a great batting order, having such a good player and batting not performing is a big issue, is a big concern. for the Mumbai Indians. And but yeah, knowing the team that they have been in the past, they know their game very well. They know how to perform in such situations. Like now, they are totally down right now, Mumbai Indians. Like people have started talking about that. Will they even make it to the playoffs? What are their chances? But this is a time when MI understands their game and they take it up to the next level, which we have seen in the past. So, and this is a very important game for us. See the match against Rajasthan Royals. We have 5 games down, just won 2 and lost 3. It's an important game. We need to get back to winning ways. We need to sort everything, batting, bowling, and as well as fielding. And yep, hopefully that is the day today.
So what would you do exactly then? Because again, I like your style, and I think you're right. Despite Rohit Sharma finding the runs, still those issues around the middle order. Are you saying stick with it? It's fine. These are solid players. We know they can come good. Or is there changes to be made? What would you do?
Oh, the first thing which I would do is have a proper Ganpati Aarti before the match starts. That we need the blessings of Bappa today to go on the game. But yeah, knowing Mumbaians, they don't do a lot of chopping and changing in their teams. It's expect of the playing conditions. If you need a spinner, they will get a spinner in. If you need a fast bowler, they'll get a fast bowler in. So yeah, playing in Chennai, we had got Jayant Yadav in, and that was more suited to his style of bowling. But today, I'm not sure. I'm sure that they won't tweak with the batting much. I think they would still go with Quinton de Kock and Rohit Sharma at the top. They would see for a 1 or 2 matches more. If de Kock is then not performing, they might consider dropping him and getting Lynn back. And middle order, I think they are said there were talks about dropping Ishan Kishan for someone like a Saurabh Tiwari, or drop Ishan Kishan and get in Chris Lynn, because we just played with 3 overseas players in the previous match. So I don't think that's going to happen. MI has backed Ishan for a long period of time. He's one of our best bowlers. And okay, the batting was not clicking in the previous games at Chennai, but now it's a new track. It's not as good as a batting track. It's a spin. It will help the bowlers much here as well, but it won't be as bad as the Chennai track. So we should be able to put up some score, and the pitch should help our batsmen get in some form. So
Okay.
no, I don't think there will be much chopping and changing. If required, 1 or 2.
Okay. So it's a good track. The side are solid. They've got the track record under their belt. They're going to perform today. Confident from DD for Mumbai. Let's have a look at the predicted 11. Let's have a look at the 11 that are going to come out that we think that Mumbai will serve up. That pretty much how you see it there, DD?
Yes, totally. As I said that Mumbai would not like to tinker with their top order, so Quinton de Kock and Rohit Sharma would again open for the Mumbai Indians, followed by Surya, Ishan. Now we saw that in the previous match, Ishan Kishan was sent at number 3 and Surya was sent at number 4. So that is a debatable topic where these guys should bat, but I would still prefer Surya batting at 4, Ishan batting at 3, Ishan at 4, and then we need these players like Pollard, Pandya, and Krunal to fire with the bat, because as we had mentioned in the previous episode, previous seasons as well, that MI would get to 120, 30 in the 15-20 overs, and then it's up to these 3 players to get that 50, 40 odd runs in the last 5 overs to shoot up the score to 150, to 180, 190, and that's not happening. So yeah, these guys need to take up the responsibility here. And Jayant Yadav, if they feel that this is not a spin-friendly track, we need to play an extra seamer, they might get in again Adam Milne or someone like a Nathan Coulter-Nile. Coulter-Nile will again try to help to strengthen the batting a bit. We can know that we know that Coulter-Nile has been great with the bat in the previous seasons as well. So yes, that's pretty much. If required, Jayant might go out and some other guy would come in, maybe Coulter-Nile or Adam Milne. Rest, I think everything looks perfectly fine. It's just that we have a great team in our hand, and if these guys start performing from now, I think we all know that how these guys will perform if they get going in their actual game. So yeah, fingers crossed, and let's hope that we get back to winning ways. Desperate need of a win today. Desperate
need for a win. Got to get that middle order in line. Got to get your PP's got to come out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Your Pollard and your Bandia. You want your PP to come out all over the pitch. Is that right?
Yeah, I want my Pollard, Pandya, and I get what you're saying, Tommy.
No, you can say I want my PPP. You said 3.
PPP is right. PPP is fine. I want my PPP to come out.
There you go. DD just wants to PP. DD wants to PP. Just let him. All right. Okay, I'm kidding. Let's move on. Of course, Mumbai are playing they're playing the Rajasthan Royals, and representing them is Anuj. Anuj, can I hear you do your best, please, just to warm yourself up? Very good.
Rajasthan Royals, Allah bol.
There you go. He's doing it. He's repping. Anuj, Rajasthan coming into today's game, off the back of the win with KKR, great. You must be feeling like there's a little buzz, there's a little bounce about you guys right now.
I think for us, it was a good victory, I would say, against KKR, but consistency will be the key for us and Royals. We have seen in the previous season that we are getting starts, we are getting 2 to 3 wins in a trot, but we then, we are losing the continuous 5 to 6 games. It's been a history for us for last 2 3 years. So it was a good win, no doubt, because Sanju Samson was leading from the front. I mean, he basically dropped off his natural game and he played like an captain leading from the front. So yeah, it's going to be a great contest against the Mumbai Indians, the mighty Mumbai Indians. But yeah, I mean, we are struggling with our changes, and players are lifting us. Injuries are the biggest concern. Joe Hart is not there, Ben Stokes is not there, Liam Livingston is gone, and now Andrew Ty is also not there. So we are struggling with combination and all that stuff. But yeah, looking forward for this match against the Mumbai Indians.
Actually, tell me about that, because that's really what it comes down to. You got say Sanju Samson leading the way, doing a great job. Big Money Morris also getting runs, doing well. I'm just saying, it feels like this is where, when we were talking about at the very start of the show, this is a stage of the tournament where those players need to all click in. It's clicking. You got to feel good.
But see, they are clicking bits and pieces. They are not consistent. Morris is clicking for 1 or 2 matches, but you need to be consistent in this kind of format, because T20 format it's all about consistency, And for me, the biggest concern is Josh Butler's performance. He was not in a good form against India as well. Off it if we talk about, he's not in a good form in IPL as well. So this is our biggest concern. If our opening, partnership fires with Jaiswal and Butler, we can have a very good solid start. Because for us, the concern is that we are losing few wickets in power play. We are almost 3 to 4 wickets down. That's why we are not able to, put up a good show on the batting order. And coming on to Chris Morris, I mean, obviously that price tag of 16.25 crores is always there with you. But he is rising to the occasion. I mean, he showed in the first, in couple of matches with bat and ball. So it's high time for him to be consistent for Rajasthan, I guess, this year.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's have a look at your 11 as well. This is the 11 that we think are going to come out onto the field against Mumbai. This is the Rajasthan Royals' 11. You talk me through that then, please, bro. Is that how you see it rolling out, Anuj?
Yes, I will be going with this lineup, because the only concern is that Shreyas Gopal can come in place of Jaydev Unadkat, because he has a good record against Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock, getting them out cheaply. But I still believe that Jaydev Unadkat deserves a chance, because he's been pick of the bowlers for Rajasthan in a couple of matches, and on this Delhi wicket he can be a proven match winner. So I'm going with this side for sure. It's just that Jaydev Unadkat will be playing for me, not Shreyas Gopal today.
Lovely stuff. Okay, great. Just whilst we, just before we move on to your top picks of the day, I want to get Anuj's and Didi's top pick of the day. A little reminder, we're doing something a little bit special here, a little bit different, I suppose, under these crazy times. On behalf of Bharat Army, we're doing a little appeal, and it's an appeal to help with the emergency oxygen fund for India. Now, some of you may be aware of what Bharat Army is doing, some of you may not be. Some of you might even be aware of what's happening in India, and others will not. The British Asian Trust is a charity organisation that the Bharat Army have teamed up with for this emergency appeal. Guys, it is so easy and so quick to donate. You don't have to give big money. It can be a small amount. It can be from 110 rupees up to many more, or pounds to several pounds, whatever you can afford to give. But the Bharat Army set a target of £10,000. Fingers crossed, we should exceed that. But all the links to donate are in our bio. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, you can see the Just Giving page link to donate. Please click on it. It's none of that kind of registering stuff. It's literally a couple of clicks, you're donating. I paid with Apple Pay on the side of my phone. Click, click, boom, done. That's all it takes. So if you could do the same, like spare a minute and just give a tiny amount, Everything counts. You know how this works. Fan Dusra is based on fans, real fans, people making up teams, making up support groups. In the same way, rupees make thousands, pennies make pounds. Please do your bit and check out the link in the bio. And let's get over this ridiculous situation that's gripped our whole world, crippling our world. Please let's make a difference and help our brothers and sisters in India. Okay, let's move on to your top picks, Anuj and Didi. Let's have a look at your top picks of the day. This is who you got to pick from. Didi, you're picking from Mumbai. Sharma or Rahul? Rahul or Rohit? You're picking between your RRs.
Yeah, I would love to go with Rohit today, purely because he has runs under his belt. Again, if the way he performed in the previous match, if he gets going again today, I think MI would be in a great position to put up a good score. I think 180, 190 on the board, if not like 200. We need a score of 170 to 180 today by somehow by hook or crook. And I think if Rohit would get going, we would be definitely there. So yes, my pick would be Rohit Sharma for the day.
Okay, Rohit Sharma is who Didi thinks will step up today. Anuj, Sanju or Chris Morris? I think I know. I think you're going to be a Sanju Samson today, aren't you?
Yes, I will be going with Sanju Samson because we saw in the last match that the maturity that he showed on the wicket. Because I mean, he played. If you see, it's not his natural game. I mean, he took the time. He was pacing his innings. He knew that if he stayed there, the team will be winning for sure. So my pick will be Sanju Samson for sure. It will be interesting to see that consistency that I have always been talking about him would be the key. I mean, we want a consistent Sanju Samson, not a bits and pieces Sanju Samson or Rajasthan. And for Chris Morris as well, I believe it's going to be exciting contest for him as well. I mean, he got 4 wickets against KKR, so I believe that momentum is with him. And we can surely expect a cracker of a match for both these players today against the mighty Mumbai Indians.
No, I agree. I think you're absolutely right. It's always exciting at this stage because even when you think of Sanju Samson playing, he's one of the standout players of the tournament for me. Him, Padikal, we know they're phenomenal. I just want to see them do their thing. I'm like, come on, man. And Morris, let's see what you got. Just give it to us. Come on. Okay, wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next game. Moving on to game number 2 a little later on Thrilling Thursday. Can we all start using that term? I want to start a thing. The Thrilling Thursday. Hey guys, what's this Thursday like?
Thrilling Thursday.
Thrilling Thursday. I love you boys. I love you. Okay. Over in Gujarat is Delhi playing Kolkata. Let's talk about Delhi first. Dwayapan, how are you, sir? Are you well?
I'm great. The way Delhi's been playing, I could not have been any better.
Mate, they are playing well. Good to see Axar Patel back in the side.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in that super over game against Sunrise Hyderabad, whatever I read after the game, the main idea was to probably give Rabada the ball, but then Akshar Patel came up, spoke to Pant, and he said, "No, I want to get this done." So there are two types of cricketers. I feel one who don't want to be in the limelight, in the fear that if things go south, they might be the ones who get criticized severely. But on the other hand, we have players like Akshar Patel who are want to be in the thick of things as a captain, as a coach. You want such players to take responsibility and go up and get the job done when the chips are down. And yeah, I mean, Akshar Patel coming back in sort of questions the absence that Ravi Ashwin has left. But yeah, Akshar Patel provides great depth to the batting as well, and of course he contributes greatly with the ball.
Yeah, Hetmeyer as well, stepping up as well. It must be nice to see him doing well with the bat.
Absolutely. I mean, about Ricky Ponting, people have all types of things that he might do this, he should do that. But yeah, it's because of the innings that Hetmeyer played in the last game that you feel it was worth giving him a chance for the last 4 or 5 games. They are the good thing about being in a winning team is that the performances of certain players can be shoved under the carpet. But then Hetmeyer showed what the value he brings to the table. In that game, had he not scored 50 of 23, Rishabh Pant's knock would have been absolutely futile. But yeah, Hetmeyer came out there, showed the gears he's got on a difficult pitch where people struggle to get going. He came out and played those bedazzling shots, and yeah, it's a great addition to overall the Delhi Capitals team, and they are building up really well.
Okay, so we know there's some great quality in the side, but what's going on there? Where are Dilly falling short? Where is that you're getting so close, like in the last game, getting so close, but not quite getting the win under the belt. What's the difference there?
Yes, absolutely. I feel it is worth digging deep into this aspect of the games, but I feel Rishabh Pant was slightly not being himself. I mean, it's easier for us to say over here sitting in our homes, but yeah, if he's when Rishabh Pant has played more than 40 balls in an IPL game, you don't expect his strike rate to be somewhere around 100 or 110. But that's what he was done. He had done. Ricky Ponting spoke about how he was trying to take ownership of things. I mean, players like Rishabh Pant, KL Rahul, and David Warner to an extent now. I sometimes feel that they feel because they are captain, they need to do the bulk of the batting, and that in a way encumbers their natural instincts. A captain can go out there and score 20 of 8 balls. It just sets the tone up. But yeah, for some reason, Pant is falling short. I won't be so harsh. He's falling short, but yeah, I mean, it's a from another lens, we could also say how well he was to take it so deep. And just a slight point I want to add, Ricky Ponting spoke about how he feels that his side hasn't got that perfect game yet, which is true, as we are just discussing. So, as an Australian three-time World Cup winning player, he's gonna push players, and he's gonna push DC to into more better things in this IPL, and I expect that to happen in these games to come.
Okay, big things are going to happen. Dwight said it. He never lies. Never lies.
Yeah.
He's 100% truth. Let's have a look at your 11. Let's have a look at the Bharat Army predicted 11 for your squad. This is how we think Delhi are going to come out today. You tell me whether this is right. You are selector. You are there.
Yeah, I mean, as a Delhi fan, I feel they have set their team up brilliantly. If it's a spinning track, they could go to Amit Mishra. Ashwin's not there, but even he was there, and Akshar Patel. And if it's sometimes like a pace track, you could have Nokia, Ravada, and Vokes. But yeah, it's this game is in Ahmedabad. You should have a bit of both, and I feel Delhi has got an option of both spin and pace very well. Steve Smith should be back. You know he's a world class player. He should be making the 11. And rest assured, I feel Lalit Yadav can come to beef up the batting a bit. But on tracks when there is spin, grip, and turn, Amit Mishra is good enough. So it's a call to be made by the management. Rest, I feel this 11 is really good. Yeah.
No, great. I agree. Just a couple of comments. I'm just going to read out. Clinton saying captaincy, like you were saying, has affected Rishabh Pant's performance in a similar way. It's done that to KL Rahul's game. It is. It's a lot to take on. And as we know, it's a high pressure tournament. You've got to come out and perform. And sometimes having the burden of captaincy is tricky. Trust me, I know all about it. I'm trying to bring you 4 in order. It's a nightmare. Imagine if I had 11 players, 10 players to manage. It's just too much. Sometimes it's just, if I did have hair, it'd be falling out right now. I'm just saying, it's very stressful. Okay, we just have to smile through it. Hope you will understand. Okay, Kolkata, on the other hand, winning their last game against Punjab. They're on a high. Let's find out what that high is all about. Aditya, nice. It was a nice sort of all-rounding bowling performance. Prasidh Krishna picking up 3 wickets. Owen Morgan as well, getting runs. Do you feel that optimism for your side, Aditya? Oh, mute. There we go. Is it on? No, there we go. I can hear you now. Say everything you just said again.
Okay. Am I audible right now?
You are. What's that? What did you say? What's that?
Audible. He's audible.
I'm joking.
Am I audible?
You're absolutely audible. You're absolutely audible. I'm sorry. I'm just a child. I can't resist it. You were going to tell me about Krishna picking up 3 wickets and Owen Morgan getting some runs as well.
Yes, I was quite happy with the way KKR utilized their bowlers as well as the way things went against Punjab, because after coming back from 4 straight losses, I mean, this is not the main thing which we were not utilizing our bowlers at the right moment. But in the last match, we could see a perfect captaincy from Morgan, perfect field placements, and right bowlers used at the right moment. In the power overs, you had Shivam, and that wanted to happen earlier also, but it it was like Morgan was trying new things, which certainly led KKR to a lot of defeats. But in the last match, everything looked like it was so
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. I want to just. You know what? We're struggling to hear you. I'm really sorry that it's kind of it's like you're turning into a robot. It's like it's you, but yet you've been possessed by a robot, and like he's taking over. And maybe he's making you say things that you shouldn't be saying. Maybe he's making you say bad things against Kolkata, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to try again. Just make your last point again. I'm hoping we can have a little reset there.
Okay. So as I was saying that things absolutely well bowled so well in the first over along with batsmen, and then the spinners were utilized in the middle overs, which should be the way KKR should play earlier also. Then Krishna also used those well, having that 3 wickets, because earlier we used to see him bowling in the first few overs and getting beaten for runs. So and in the batting also, the batting order as after Morgan, it should be Russell who should be stepping up. He came, he got out, but he was looking good, and DK also coming at the end. He was so looking to finish the game also. From our openers, it's so pleasing, and I am looking forward to the same kind of game tonight also.
I love it. It looks so pleasing. What a wonderful way to describe it. Everything's so pleasing. It's lovely. It's all nice. However, you're sitting 5th in the table. What I'll describe as, it's kind of like the manja of the table. You're relaxed. You're in the middle. You're kicking back. You know, you're kind of nice and comfortable. But maybe it's time to get up and get active. Get off the manja. Aditya, you can't be happy with 5th in the table. It's just it's like a middle ground.
Yeah, I'm not that pleased with the table, because right now we are in the 5th. But when you just look at that points table, we have lost 4 games also. We are literally on a thin rope. We are standing on a thin rope, and one small mistake or an imbalance can lead us to fall down also. So again, one more loss, you can see we will be lying at the bottom of the table. Like after the Rajasthan Royals match, we were at the 8th rank. So we are on a thin rope right now. So we need to win matches from here. If DC, RCB and CSK can win consecutive matches, I think KKR have that intent and have that good amount of players who can win matches for your team. And I expect the same tonight also, because we need to win some matches before we can assure that, yeah, we are in the competition. Because one more loss, things are going to become very strange for KKR. And I think this might lead to, again, another season, we might not qualify also. So it's much important for us to win matches at this moment before it's too late.
There you go. He said it. It's a must-win game. Aditya, I think you're absolutely right. Must-win game for Kolkata, for the Knight Riders. Let's see what happens later on. Let's have a look at your predicted 11, Aditya. This is what we think you're going to serve up on field. Tell me what you see there. Are you happy with your squad, your own squad?
Wait,
Aditya,
I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it?
Okay, now I can see it.
Yep. Good. Shubman Gill kicking things off. Yep. And Rana, Tripathi, Morgan, Karthik. You've then got Russell. Yeah, go on. Is that how you see it rolling out?
Yes, I am expecting the same playing 11 which we had against Punjab also. Eventually, as a fan perspective, I want to see some changes in the opening order. Like maybe Shubman Gill can be rested, but as we know, KKR backs their players a lot. So they have trust on Shubman Gill and Nitish Rana. So they are likely to go with the same playing 11. But we have a big squad, and we have seen it's been 6 matches. Shubman Gill is not performing up to the level. So maybe we can give a chance to someone like Karun Nair or Venkatesh Iyer also, because he's a good underrated batsman right now. So maybe we can see a changes. But from KKR's perspective, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same playing 11 for tonight's match. So.
Okay. He's got a big squad and he's showing off. Good stuff. You do that. All right, let's look at your top picks. Dwyapan, have a look at your top picks for your side. Let's get back to you. This is obviously for the later game of Delhi versus Kolkata. For Delhi, then, Dwyapan, Shikhar Dhawan or Hetmeyer?
Yeah, as much as a good performance Hetmeyer has been able to put up in the last game, I'd still go with Dhawan because he's your opener. He gets to face more balls. He's got more time to make an impact in the game. And yesterday I got Rashid Khan as my captain, and he done pretty well. So I'm very high on my spirits. So yeah,
very good. That's what it's all about. ATM first games. Yeah. Get the app, pick your players, and then you'll do well. So you're going to stick with the Shik, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Nobody says that. Nitish Rana or Andre Russell for you. Which one are you going to go with, Aditya?
Well, it's 29th April. It's the birthday of Andre Russell. So, without any doubt, I'm going for Andre Russell because I'm expecting something special coming up tonight. He won't, he won't make us sad. Our fans also and the team also, he's going to rock on tonight. So, I'm backing him for the day.
Yeah, it's his day. It's his birthday. It must be so exciting to play. Well, just to play cricket is, on your birthday, it's kind of like, oh, that's fun. To play in the IPL on your birthday, it's like, come on, Andre Russell, he's living the dream. Great stuff. Thank you very much. That's the technical bit out the way. Oh, what's up, Didi? What's up?
Yeah, so as Aditya and you guys were discussing that about the points table that KKR is on 5. One thing I would like to point out right now, Mumbai Indians, as we discussed previously, they played on previous Friday, and it's been 5 days after that, and MI was at the fourth position back then. After 6 matches, after 6 matches which have been played by the other teams, MI is still at fourth. So the teams below Mumbai Indians are either they are playing very bad cricket, and teams above Mumbai Indians are they playing very good cricket. So the Mumbai Indians have maintained their position at the fourth point. So this is a perfect chance for Mumbai Indians to get back to winning ways, because if now example, if you see, there are three teams with 4 points. There is KKR with 4 points. There is Rajasthan also with 4 points. So any team which starts winning from this moment will have a slight edge in the going into the tournament. So it's a big day for like all 4 teams today.
I agree. But so I thought he started off with a bit of fighting talk there, Didi. I thought he started because he was like, I'm just saying, we've not played in a few days and we're still at fourth. We're at fourth then, we're at fourth now. You guys have had some games and you're still below us. I don't know what's going on. But then you turned it into like, oh, but anything could happen. So, hey, we're all in this together. I'm like, oh, you're like a politician. He confused me. He got me riled up and then he won me over. I'm very simple like that. Well done. Good point. And on that note, that leads us nicely in to fighting talk. Mumbai versus Rajasthan. Okay. Let's get Rajasthan first then. So let's get Anuj up first. Anuj, you right? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to warm up? Because again, Anuj, if I'm honest, just your body language. It's like when you watch the players come out to the field, you're like, who looks hungry for it? You look like you're going to be too nice, Anuj. I need to toughen you up right now. I need to bring out your fighting spirit, Anuj. You're representing your team right now. All your super fans all around the world are watching you. You are their hope. You are their soldier. And your 30 seconds have started. Go.
So Mumbai Indians have won the title for 5 times, but if you see from the last 3 years, they are struggling with Rajasthan Royals. Out of 6 games, they have only won 1 game. So they are the mighty Indians winning the 5 titles and all that stuff. But when it comes to Rajasthan Royals, they are nothing. They are not mighty, or having this title of this Vada Pav coming into play. They are all over against the Dal Bati Churma of Rajasthan Royals. So there is not going to be any Vada Pav today. I don't think it's going to work. I mean, there will be Dal Bati Churma all the way from Rajasthan Royals. Allah all the way. No Pollard, no Pandya brothers shining for them, and you can see they are not in the. I'm not seeing them into the playoffs for sure. So it's gonna be Dal Bati Churma all over Vada Pav, Allah all the way.
Oh, come on! Wow! I'll be honest, that was a little surprise performance. Because up until then, Anuj was all mellow, and it was like he had those kind of sports pants that are like buttoned up at the side, and they just whip them off like basketball players. Hurrah! I'm ready to go underneath, and he's got his hairy chest out, and he's beating his chest. He's like King Kong right now. Anuj, I love it. Representing Rajasthan Royals. If I was a Rajasthan Royals team player and I was a little bit nervous in the changing room right now, that would have got me going. Rajasthan Royals are, of course, playing Mumbai. Didi, you're representing the Mumbai Indians. Your 30 seconds of fighting talk, and I know you've got it in you, starts now.
Yeah, so as we all know, Rajasthan has had a pretty average season this year as well, and it feels really sad to even troll this team because they have gone through a lot. Rajasthan Royals is right, like off the field and on the field as well. Rajasthan Royals right now is like that boyfriend who is that Devdaski. His heart is broken. He's back there, relaxing, chilling, and trying that things will work on. And as
oh, we lost you. We lost the internet.
What an anticlimactic end.
Oh, look at that. No, wait,
That's
wait.
Mumbai Indians for you. That's Mumbai Indians for you.
Wait, no, we lost you. Oh no, is he? He's still frozen. Look at that. Is that a sign? Is that a sign of what's going to happen? Because it's all been glorious. Could that happen to the team as well? I'm going to wait for Didi to sort of unfreeze. Didi, if you can see me, just start moving your arm so I know you're back. At the moment, his picture is frozen. Oh, look at that. Anuj, that's the effect that you had. That's the effect. He choked. Oh,
He's rattled. He's rattled.
He's rattled.
I don't think we should let him back in the show. That's it. I think that's it. He's done.
That's it for Mumbai Indians.
He's done.
Bharat is gone. Bharat is gone. Yeah.
We ain't got no time to carry no prisoners. You know what I mean? If you choke, you're out. This is the T20, people. Okay, then I'm going to move straight over to Delhi versus Kolkata. Let's hear from Delhi first. Representing Delhi, of course, it's yourself. We lost you there for a bit, Didi. No. You can't. Should I give you 10 more seconds? 10 seconds, Didi, to wrap up your fight.
Not a good sign before the game.
Didi? I know it's not a good sign.
I just wanted to say that Sandhu said that we have not.
Yeah, go on, we can hear you.
What is wrong with
Oh, look.
It's the same thing like Mumbai Indians.
Oh, you start to get that hot feeling. Everything's collapsing. What's going on? The nation's looking at me. I'm like, you're holding the bat, but your wrists feel weak. You're like, I don't think I can take the impact. You know that feeling. You know when it's time to step up, but your legs go a bit wobbly. Yeah, Didi, I'm sorry, you're done. You're done. That's what DD stands for. Done. All right, we're moving on. No, you hold your head in shame. That's what happens. We're moving on. Delhi, I've even forgotten who we are. Dwyer, you're going to kick off your fighting talk for Delhi. Your 30 seconds, my man, starts right now.
Yeah, it's true that KKR have won a couple of IPL championships, but now it seems almost it came in the last century. Nitish Rana goes 0-80, but now he's got so many ducks now that he could almost open a French restaurant. You have Narayan in your side for emotional reasons now because he's just not performing, and you have he's performed well for us in the past. He just might do it. And we spoke about Andy Russell twice. His birthday, you remember, past 18th April 2021. This year we played against Punjab. It was KL Rahul's birthday on that day as well, and Delhi Capitals being very generous, we gifted him a win of our side as well. So Ian Morgan lastly is a World Cup winning captain, but he won the World Cup because of good players around him. I'm just not sure I can say about the same for KKR, and the sooner you realize this, the better it is for you guys.
In your face. Of course he won the World Cup when he was in the World Cup winning squad, but he's not going to do that in your squad because your squad sucks. That's what he's saying, but what are you saying back? Let's go back to Kolkata. Aditya, give it back to him, man. Let's hope your internet holds out. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Okay. Yes, you might have a good team over the last 2 to 3 years. Yes, I accept that. And you might be having a little good record against KKR also in the last 2 to 3 years. When we talk about the head-to-head, we have a good record against you. But just take the last 2-3 years and the wins, the DC wins against KKR. There is one common thing, that is Shreyas Iyer's performance. Every match, it's Shreyas Iyer who has always stand up from the front and won the game for DC. And this time there is no Iyer, so I can expect that this team is nothing in front of KKR. And if we can keep KL Rahul, Chris Gayle and Nicholas Puran's mouth shut with our bowlers, so I'm pretty sure we can do the same for Rishabh Pant, Stoinis and Hetmar too. And it's the birthday of Russell. You just take it on. I am pretty sure he will ensure that he will give a good trio of bowlers with some huge sixes and fours. And you were talking about Nitish Rana also, that he has a performance like 0-80, but he was having a bad time also, and it was DC who gave him the opportunity to come up and score that 80 runs last time. Now, do you remember that? And Varun Chakravarti also. Last time when we met, it was Varun Chakravarti who took the fifer against you and dismantled DC for 134. So we can expect the same thing again, and our bowlers and batsmen are going to fire against you once again. KKR hai taiyar.
There we go. Andre Russell, the birthday boy, he said not only going to be serving up 4s and 6s, but he might even do mumita for all of you with some cake at the end as well. He's going to serve up everything. There's going to be a whole snack table as well, courtesy of what Andre Russell's going to serve up. Brilliant. As well as making you do your fighting talk, you're all like my bacche. I want you to play nicely as well. So this is the combined 11, courtesy of Paytm, for Mumbai versus Rajasthan, the first game today, which is again not far away at all. This is how we see our fantasy team for Mumbai versus Rajasthan. I want everybody just to soak that up. If you're wondering why there are players from both the Mumbai squad and the Rajasthan squad, this is what you do on fantasy cricket. So if you download the Paytm First Games app, it is the only app you need to think about when it comes to fantasy cricket. You can put together a squad based on today's side. That's what we think you should be doing for the Mumbai Rajasthan game. Flicking over to Delhi versus Kolkata, this is what our fantasy team looks like for them as well. You can see it's the best of the best. This is what we think is going to score us points. The players that are going to perform on the day, today, in fact. There you go. Get a little screenshot of that. Get that in your life. Go download the Paytm First Games app. Thank you for following the Bharat Army and all our social media. A little reminder as well, we're doing a little appeal here with everything going on in India with the COVID crisis and the oxygen problems in particular. We're just doing our bit here as fans, as supporters, as brothers and sisters to everybody in India as well. We're just trying to raise some money on behalf of the Bharat Army. So we have a Just Giving page. It's an official link. It's in our bio, on our Instagram page, on our YouTube channel, and on our Facebook. If you go to our bio, you'll see the link to the Just Giving page. It's a little scheme just to help donate some money to help with the emergency oxygen crisis in India. Please give whatever you can and show your support wherever you are. Before the game starts, get your little donation in right now. The first game's about to start very shortly. A massive thank you to my boys here, to Dwaipan, to Aditya, to Anuj, and to Didi as well. Thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy thrilling Thursday. Bring on